Hello and welcome everyone to Cricket Tune once again. Time for European T20 Premier League with delayed start here for this match number 2 due to some drizzle, and finally we're off target, and then right now it's time for Belfast Wolves to bat first. Chris Wood, the new bowler, Stirling on strike. Onto the off stump once again, back for the defense. Dot ball here. It was Dublin Guardian who won the toss, decided to field first in this second match. That's the playing 11 for the Guardians, led by Ravichandran and Ashwin from India. Waseem is there from UAE, Tector, Sanjay, Krishnamurthi. We'll talk about that, but he's coming down the track. Paul Stirling will get his first run, and it's a boundary to get off the mark. No chance for the mid-off fielder to stop that. So first run for the Belfast Wolves. As was talked about that playing 11, Tector is there, Sanjay, Krishnamurthi from US, Daryl Mitchell from New Zealand also playing for the Guardians, Vijay, Shankar from India, Calitz is there, Dockrell, Chris Wood from England, Josh Little from Ireland, and Matt Hollard is also playing for the Guardians. Slashed and slashed hard, and slashed go over the short third. Once again he will get a boundary. Bit lucky boundary this time for Paul Stirling. One through the long off now to the deep third man. 2 in 2 for this right-hander, and he's now on fire. Out of the off stump this time, back for the defense, no chance for run. Dot ball to finish, in fact one last ball to go. There's the playing 11 for the Belfast Wolves for this match number 2, led by Maxwell, all-rounder from Australia, to lead this side. Paul Stirling is there, Devon, Conway from New Zealand is also playing in this match. Team Tector, Lorcan is there, Chapman from New Zealand, and then comes Adair, followed by Chris Jordan, all-rounder from England. Klaassen is there, Humphreys, and the final man is Saurabh Netravalkar. That is their playing 11 for the Wolves. They have been invited to bat first. Dot ball to finish this first over. So 8 for no loss after the first. Couple of boundaries in that first over for the old side. They have been invited to bat with delayed start, 30 minutes delayed start here in this match number 2 because of some drizzle. Matt Hollard to bowl the second over. Right, a medium single from the first ball. Conway will be the man to get off the mark, and he's coming back with a couple. Good running. Man from New Zealand playing for the old side here. They got both the teams got some good names, big names. Super. Conway's off the mark here. Single in that last ball, right? So you have given that single. There was a single at the last ball of the first over. Conway still at the non-striking end. Oh, it's the front for the no ball. So time for a free hit. Paul Stirling will be the man on strike to face that free hit delivery from Matt Hollard. Got a couple of boundaries in the first over. Now it's time for him to get another one here if he can. There's the one slip is in placed. Full toss. Miscued length from Matt Hollard, but not by Paul Stirling. He will punish you for a boundary. Number 3rd boundary for him. Just the second over is going on. And he got 3 boundaries already for the old side. So flying start for the Belfast Wolves. Paul Stirling now on 15 from 9. Conway's yet to face a single ball here. Here comes a Hollard, opening the face of the bat towards a deep third man to get a single. Now Conway finally will get a chance to face his first ball here. Only the second match of this European T20 Premier League. 6 teams are playing in this tournament. Rotterdam Dockers won their first match against Amsterdam Flames, sitting at the top. And this is the first game for Dublin Guardians and Belfast Wolves, looking for a win tonight. It's Team Tector on strike, not Conway. Pushes to his leg side and he will get his first run off the mark. Tector. See that the source is clear. 16 from 10 balls for Stirling. Going down the leg side, should be a wide appeal for caught behind, given that. And straight away, Stirling has reviewed that. Seems like it was brushing the pads, but umpire says that's out, and straight away Stirling has decided to take the review. Doesn't seem like it was hitting the bat there. Reaction from the batters also tells the same. Yes, the ball was close to the bat, but umpire will definitely have a look with the ultra edge on. And flat line while the ball was passing the bat. So definitely there was no bat involved. Umpire has to reverse the decision. Yes, it is. Not out. So no damage for the old Sia. Perfect review. Full face to the bat, goes towards mid-on and gets a single. 10 runs from the second over. Good over for the Wolves. 19 for no loss after second over. Paul Stirling and Tim Tector, 2 openers. Both of them from Ireland. for the Wolves here. Bowling change. Just one over for Chris Wood, and here comes Josh Little to bowl his first over. Left arm fast seamer. Stirling on strike. Short ball pushes towards upside. He'll get a single. There's some good names for the Guardians as well. Ashwin leading the side from India for the Guardians. Waseem from UAE. They got Sanjay Krishnamurthi from US. Daryl Mitchell is there. Fabulous all-rounder from New Zealand. Vijay Shankar from India. Chris Wood from England. Goes towards the leg side. And this time Tector will get a boundary. Boundaries are coming for the Belfast Wolves here. That is the first boundary for Tector. And that is the number fours for the Wolves here. Only the third over is going on. Run rate now 10.3. Pressure on Little. Once again, pulled away powerfully. In front of square. 2 balls for Tector. And right now he's going with 300 strike and 9 from 3 balls. Yes, he's on fire. Pushes towards point, going for a single. Full length dive from Paul Stirling. No damage done. Once again, turning out to be a good offer for the Wolves. They got a couple of boundaries, 2 singles, 10 from 4 balls. 29 now on the card. Eighteen from 13 for Stirling, 10 from 4 balls for Tector, 29 in this opening stand so far from 17 deliveries. That's the partnership. A little bit of delay, I'm not quite sure why. Both the batters are having a discussion in the middle. And we have the 4th umpire joining, so there is an issue with the ball. All set now, and Stirling will face his next ball. 18 from 13. Couple of boundaries already in this over. And 3 boundaries for Paul Stirling, 2 for Team Tector, 5 boundaries within the first 16 balls for the Wolves here. He's coming down the track, hitting on the up, but couldn't pierce the gap. Fires the point fielder. 132 Ks from Little. Yes, it was Dublin Guardians, Ravichandran Ashwin, who owned the toss, decided to field here in their first match. Good to see him back in Franchise League once again. Ashwin, captain of the Guardians. Last ball of this third over. Outside edge. There was no slip in, is in placed between the keeper and the short third. It will race away to the fence. Number 6 boundary for the Wolves here. 4th boundary for Paul Stirling, 22 for him, and the Belfast Wolves right now on 33 without losing any wickets. There's a thick outside edge, bit lucky. It's a big over for the Wolves here. 3 boundaries were coming from the third overs. That's their first green line in this match for them. 33 from 3 overs. Captain will bowl his first over. Ravichandran Ashwin, man from India. Right arm off spinner, 39 years of age these days. Team Tector will be the man on strike to face him. On his back foot, goes towards long on to take a single. It is wonderful. 10.7, still 10 wickets in hand, so the Guardian, they will try to break this opening stand of Wolves here. That was the number 7 singles for the Wolves. Full toss. Has gone past the bowler. There's mid-off. Should be just a single. Missed out the chance to put it away there. Stirling. Should have been done better. Should have been put that away for a boundary. Playing his front leg to go over the cover fielder, but Ashwin has followed him. Now goes towards long on to take a single. 3 balls, 3 singles. So far it's a good start for Ashwin. Hasn't conceded any boundary. Going over the cover and will fall safely. Hasn't found the middle of the bat quite yet, but still enough to go for a boundary. Paul Stirling this time clearing his front leg to go over the cover. Just enough to clear that infield. 5th boundary for Stirling here. 40 runs on the card in no time. Almost level the run rate for the Wolves. Bit gloomy condition. Fires the cover fielder this time. 96 Ks, the last one from Ashwin. Last ball of this 4th over. Checked the shot there. Finds the bowler. And it's a dot ball to finish. 7 runs are coming from the first over of Ashwin. It's 40 for no loss after the 4th. There's some big names for the Wolves as well. There's the captain Glenn Maxwell from Australia. Led the Wolves side, yet to come with the bat. Conway is there from New Zealand. Chapman is there from New Zealand as well. We got the Chris Jordan from England in that side. Netravalkar from US. And the rest are the local boys. Paul Stirling from Ireland. Tim Tector, Lorcan Tucker, Fred Klaassen, Mark Adair, Matthew Humphreys. Mark Wood, man from England, to ball his second over. Considered 9 in his first over. Left arm seamer. Oh, gone! Top of the leg stump. What delivery! That is an impressive delivery. Wonderful delivery. Too good for Tim Tector. Just the perfect length to beat the batter. Hitting a top of the leg stump. Finally the success for the Guardians. And here goes down Tim Tector. 12 from 7 balls with a couple of 4s for this man. It's 40 for 1. The Wolves. Here comes the left-hander, Devon Conway. In at number 3. Man from New Zealand. This is the first edition of European T20 Premier League. Still a long way to go for this tournament, we know that. But good to see some big names are joining this tournament around the world. Cut away, but finds the fielder. No chance for a run there. So finally success for Chris Wood and for the Guardians. Much needed breakthrough. Tim Tector, the only man, goes down in that first ball of this over. 12 from Saurabh with a couple of boundaries. Now Stirling, he will get a new partner. Oh, inside edge. Very lucky. Lucky that that wasn't going to that off stump. Not that much pace is tough. Just about 122 k's, I think, from Chris Wood. Still no run in this over. Wonderful comeback over from Wood here. Hitting on the up. Has he found enough bat? No, he hasn't, but it's a drop chance on paper. Ravichandran Ashwin got some hand to that at the mid-off. Bit tough chance, to be honest, because he was running behind the ball. Just wasn't in total control to take that catch. Hardly live for Conway. And he also gets his first run. Thick outside edge, misfield by the short third. Shot little. Will finally stop that. He should take a single, yes. Could have been his second wicket in this over. Chris Wood. Conway was dropped at the mid-off. Stirling, 27 now from 19 balls. Turning out to be a fantastic over from Chris Wood. Inside edge, has gone past the keeper. Should run away to the 4. And it's the 8th boundary for the Wolves. Lucky boundary to finish this over number 2 from Chris Hood. But it's a successful over for the Guardians as well. 7 runs and a wicket from the 5th over, 47 for 1. Bowling change from the side. Matt Hollard to bowl his second over, replacing Ashwin. Right to medium. 10 runs of his first over. Conway won 3 from 4 balls. Could be dangerous. He already got it live, so that could be a costly miss for the Guardians. Stirling also got a lucky boundary in the last ball of the previous over. Now into the 30s, 31 from 20. More than 150 strike rate for this right-hander. But it's time for Conway. Thick outside edge. And we'll get just a single. If third man will cut that off. It's 31 for this man. 31 from 20. 6 fours already. With the double and 5 singles, 8 dots as well. In fact, it's Josh Little who's bowling way too high, and has been taken. Wonderful catch by the fielder at the deep. Big wicket to take for the Guardians. Paul Stirling, the set batter, after making 31 from 21 balls, goes down. That is one of the good catches of this tournament, I can tell you that. 31 from 21. Stirling goes down. Second wicket down for the Wolves. 48 for 2. Next man is Lorcan Tector. Another man from Ireland. Right-handed batter. So success for Josh Little as well. Gets his first wicket from his second over. 2 new batter all on a sudden for the Wolves here. They lost both of their openers. First it was Tim Tector, 12 for him, and then the last one, the big one, Paul Stirling, 31. Here comes Little. Oh, thick outside edge. Okay. 2 in 2 balls. And Josh Little all on a sudden is now on a hat-trick. Chapman, the next man. He will face the hat-trick ball from Josh Little. Fuller length and goes towards mid-on. No hat-trick. It stopped this missile in that last ball. Got some outside edge. Poor shot to offer in his first ball. Shot ball pulled away. Pulled away towards Dibbs Kralik to get his first run off the mark with a boundary. Chapman. 50 out for the Wolves as well. That's the 9th 4 for them. But they lost 3 wickets within the power play to end this over. Last ball of this over going down the leg side. He wants to take a single, but Conway says no to that. Wonderful over from Little. He gets a couple of wickets from his second over, and it's a wonderful finish to this power play for the Guardians. 5 runs and 2 wickets to lose here for the Wolves. 52 for 3 after the power play. Time for Ashwin to bowl his second over. 7 rounds of his first over now coming from around the wicket to the left-hander. Conway on his back foot goes towards the long on to take a single. That's how they have scored their runs within the power play. 12 singles, 2 doubles, 9 fours and 15 dots as well for the Wolves. Chapman got a 4 in that last over. 4 from 3 balls. Good fight at Elifate, heading on the up over the cover, and a chase for the fielder will be cut off. He will take 2. I think Sanjay Krishnamurthi was there to stop that boundary. 2 left-handers now out there in the middle to build up a party here for the Belfast Wolves. 6 for Chapman, 5 for Conway. Now goes towards Dibbs Kralik. Fielder was very much quick enough to stop the second run, just a single. On his back foot. Almost going to the leg stump there. He'll take a single anyway. This time fires the ball and no chance for a run. Last ball of this over goes towards long on. Just will be a single. 6 runs from the second over of Ashwin. It's 58 for 3. The Wolves.
Super.
Matt Hollard to get back. Chapman will be the man on strike. 8 from 7 balls for him. Conway 6 fours. Conway from 7 deliveries. Fuller, good looking cover drive. And he has connected there well, and more importantly, he has found the gap through the cover. Welcome boundary for the Wolves. That's the number 10th boundary for them. .7 now the run rate. 12 from 8 deliveries for Mark Chapman. Going with 150 strike rate. Goes to his leg side, 1 bounce to the fielder, just will be a single. As they need a partnership here, Wolves. 2 quick wickets in the last over of Josh Little. Now 15 runs together in this 11 deliveries. And here's Chapman is looking good here. Don't forget, the Conway already got it live to get off the mark. Still a bit struggling time for Conway on strike. He's on 6. Goes towards leg side, trying for the second run, but fielder is very much quicker. Just a single. Now from 9 balls, Chapman. He's got a good start, couple of boundaries, 1 in this over as well. 2 boundaries for him, more than 140 strike it. 3 dots, 3 singles and 1 double with 2 fours. On his side pad, flicked away. Just will be a single. Two balls to finish this 8th over. Missed good shot. Conway is definitely struggling. Just couldn't get the middle of the bat there in the last one. This is lower delivery from Matt Hollard, just about 118 Ks. Conway got 7 from 9 balls. Short ball, miscued pull shot. Will take a single anyway. Eight overs done and dusted. 66 for 3. Ashwin to continue. Down the track he comes once again. Miscute shot. Goes to a square leg to take a single. He's still having some tough time with the bat, Conway. Not quite timed that as yet. No force for Conway so far. Chapman on 14 from 10 balls. He's looking good. Good flight at delivery. Cut away. There's protection at the deep cover. 2 balls, 2 singles.
Super.
Huge appeal for LBW given. Ashwin has struck. Will they take the review or not? I don't think so. So first wicket in this match for the captain of Guardians, Ravichandran. Ashwin gets the wicket of the Conway. He was struggling. Just line for this man. Goes down. It's good sweep shot. And umpire says that's out. 68 for 4. The Wolves. Captain joins in at number 6. Glenn Maxwell, a rounder from Australia. This team has lost some quick wickets here. Can he get a good innings? Can he build up a partnership with Chapman? Just 2 singles and a wicket. Turning out to be a wonderful third over for the Guardians. Ashwin gets his first run in this over. Now it's time for the captain versus captain. Ashwin, the captain for Guardian, to bowl to the captain of Wolves. That is Maxi. Flicked away. Bitapish will fall safely. And he will get his first run from the first ball. Another flight at delivery. And another single to take. This time Chapman gets a single. They're not just getting that boundaries right. Now also plenty of wickets are down. 4 wickets are down within that 9 overs. 70 on the card. Run rate is just under 8 runs per over. Fuller goes towards deep mid-wicket. Single will be taken. Wonderful over from Ashwin. 5 singles and a wicket for this man from India. Captain of the side as well. 71 for 4 after 9. Top 4 batters are back to the hunt for the Wolves. First it was Tector, 12 for him. Then Stirling, 31. Conway, 9. Lorcan Tucker. First ball duck. So this is turning out to be the last recognized batting performance or partnership for the Wolves. Chapman and Maxi. And after this, all the bowlers to come. Adair can bat as well, we know that. But this is the last recognized batting pair, to be honest. Bowling change. Josh Dockrell, left-arm orthodox. 34 years of age, man from Ireland, to bowl his first run today. Maxwell on strike. 2 from 3 balls. Can they get some boundaries here? The Wolves. Onto the up stump. Back for it punch towards long on. Chance to take a single. When was the last boundary? 13 balls is the last 4 for the Wolves. We haven't seen any 6 yet. 10 fours. But 13 balls without any fours for the Wolves. They need some big overs right now. Push the run rate up. Chapman on strike. 16 for Chapman. Powerful pull shot, but there's a protection. Only will be a single. 10 fours for the Wolves so far. Two singles from 3 balls. Good start by Dockrell. Captain on strike. And Maxwell. Good to see that sign is breaking out. It's raining everywhere. And that first test, in fact second test match between England and Pakistan start has been delayed. We got a delayed start here in this match number 2, this European T20 Premier League. 30 minutes delayed start. Let's get cover drive. They will take a single with overthrow. And that will cost an extra run there. So they will take 2. Oh, the Waseem, I think, was the fielder shy at the non-striking end. But the bowler just couldn't grab that cleanly. No backup was there as well. Huge appeal for BWvDG. And there's a clear hesitation. Umpire says not out. There's also a bit run-out chance was there. Bizarre situation in the middle. And they're having a discussion. The Guardians discussion if they will go for the review or not. I think time is up. 75 for 4 after 10th. Matt Hollard is back in the middle with the ball into his 3rd over. Chapman on 17 from 13 balls. So far, 5 bowlers have been used by Ashwin. 2 ball here for the Guardians, 1 wicket for Krishnamurthi, 2 for Josh Little, 1 for the captain himself, Ashwin. No wicket yet for Hollard or for Dockrell. There's a bowling card for the Dublin Guardians. Into the middle and off stump. Goes towards a deep mid wicket to take a single. That's the ball tracker of that previous ball. And it was going over the stump. So good decision by the outfield umpire. And good decision by the Guardians as they haven't taken the review. Quick running in between the wicket. Still no boundary. So good comeback by the Guardians. They have just dried up that boundaries. The Wolves. All that 10 boundaries we have seen from the Wolves, mostly in the power play. After the power play, hardly there is any boundary. There's been 19 balls since the last 4 for the Wolves here. It's a tough going for the Belfast Wolves. Coming on down the track, once again mistimed. Once again it will be just a single. 20 balls since the last 4. Just have a look. They got a good start in the power play. They got 14 runs in the third over. Still the best over. The only green line we have seen in this match so far. But after that power play, runs are just dried up. And that's how the Dublin Guardians got back in this match with some quick wickets as well. 2 wickets in 2 balls to lose for the Belfast. That's a wonderful pull shot. And finally, we got a 6. That's only the first 6 of this match. Short ball from Matt Hollard. And Glenn Maxwell just loved that. Powerful pull shot. And it's a flat batted 6. First run for the Wolves. Okay, that's some hitting. It was 86 meters. Have we lost the ball there? And that's the confirmation. 10 fours and 1 6 for the Belfast Wolves so far, with the 4 doubles, 29 singles and 21 dots as well. Good to see they got 35% runs almost from singles. And most of the rounds they got from 4s, 48%. $12 now for the captain, Glenn Maxwell. 19 for Chapman. They're trying to build up a partnership here. 16 rounds from 13 balls in this 5th wicket stand for the Wolves. Good over for the Wolves. They got 9 from 4 balls. Rattling up now 7.9. So with the current rate, Wolves can go to 158 runs from the 20 overs. If they want to get closer to 180, they need 10 runs of an over from here to go on or to carry on. 12 runs per over will give them 196. But it will be a really tough job. Onto Spats flicked towards the deep backward square leg. Will take a couple of rounds. That ball also was hitting Glenn Maxwell there. Hopefully it's fine. So 2 more rounds for the Wolves. Last ball of the sofa. Opening the face of the bat towards the deep third man. Takes a single. Very good over for the Belfast Wolves. They needed something like this. 12 rounds were coming from the 11th over. 87 for 4. Very much a gloomy condition. Yes, that was the second best over. Second best over for the Belfast Wolves so far. After that third over where they got 14 runs. Now they have taken 12. 12 in the last over. Josh Dockrell to ball his second over. Flicks towards leg side. Maxwell wants to take the second run, but not there. Number 31st singles for the Wolves to take in this match so far.
Super.
Chapman finds the fielder. Just will be a single towards the deep mid-wicket he played. Chapman got a boundary to start his account, then got just one boundary. Now on 20 from 17. And for Glenn Maxwell, got a boundary in fact a 6 in the last over. Still not that much intention we have seen from these two batters to go for big shots. Just trying to take the singles. To keep the scoreboard moving. 22 runs together from 19. Once again goes towards the leg side and a misfield. Should have done better. Should have been stopped by the fielder at the deep mid wicket. Welcome boundary for Mark Chapman in that last ball. Gets his third boundary. Got some hand to that, but then goes down towards the boundary fence. Should have been just a couple of runs there. Seven runs from 5 balls in this over. Last ball to go in this 12th. Powerful shot this time. Much better. But there's protection at the widest. Long on. Single will be taken. 8 from the 12th. 95 for 4. Josh Little gets back. He was on a hat-trick in his second over. 2 for 19. And the Guardians, they're trying to break this partnership. This is the last recognized batting pair, as we said, for the Belfast Wolves. So wicket here will create a good chance for the Guardians to restrict the opposition within 130 or 140. Who knows? Let's see. Chapman on strike. 25 from 19 for this left-hander. Bit leading edge. Huffed uphill from the bowler. Single has been taken. There's 2 wickets for this man. 2 for 20. Leg by his signal, so 2 for 19 for him. That's a strike. Fuller couldn't find the gap, finds the fielder at the cover. on his front foot, has played with a straighter bat and goes for his quick single. Darren Mitchell was there just about 140 k's from Josh Little, so that's good pace from Little. Chapman on 25 now from 20 deliveries. Look at his performance. 5 dots. And also got 11 singles, 1 double and 3 fours. And strike. He goes for a big one. And that's big enough to clear the distance. Second sixer for the Belfast Wolves. And here's the first run for Mark Chapman. On his pads and wonderfully flicked. Has picked up the length so early. And goes for not the biggest of the night. Still enough, 67 meters 6. Into the 30s now. Chapman 31 from 21 ball. 3 fours and a 6. Now we have lost the ball once again, so time for another new ball. Yep, 31 now from 21 balls, 8 rounds so far from this over. 100 out for Wolves with that 6 as well. They need some more boundaries to get a good score to defend. And this pads goes towards long on, and we'll get a chance to take a single. Nine from 5 balls. Posters upside and just will be a single. Still it's a good over for the Belfast Wolves side. They got 10 from the 13, 105 for 4. .31 from Paul Stirling, and we have Mark Chapman who has gone past that mark. 32 now for Chapman, so now Chapman is the top scorer for the Wolves. The captain also got 19 from 16 balls, and this is a good partnership going on for the Wolves side. They got 37 runs in this 5th wicket stands together, Maxwell and Chapman. Maxwell on strike. Good fighter delivery. Waiting for the flight. Just will be a single for Maxi into the 20s. 20 from 17. Going towards the leg side to create some space. But Baller did well. He hasn't given any extra weight to extend the batter's arm. Just a single in that last ball. 2 singles from 2 balls here. Run rate now is exactly 8. One more single. So with the current rate, they can go to 160. The Wolves. 9 runs per over will give them 167. 10 runs per over will give them 173. Still wicketless. George Dockrell. Down to one knee. And has connected well. Has that landed inside the boundary line or not? Yes, it's a 4. 12-4 for the Wolves. And the number 4s for Mark Chapman. Is now on 37 from 24 balls. And going with more than 150 strikes it. One more good shot. This is even better. I think it's a flat battered 6er. Bit faster delivery from George Dockrell. About 100 Ks, the last one. But he has connected well. Mark Chapman goes for 6 to 6 meter 6. Second 6 for him, into the 40s now. Going over the baller's head, powerful shot, punches down the ground. There was a long off, but he was just watching that ball. It was powerfully struck by Chapman. Absolutely no chance for the long off to save that. Good finish to this 14th over. They got 4, 6 and a 4 to finish. 17 rounds were coming from the 14th over. 122 for 4. Yes, a wonderful partnership. As we speak, this is the last recognized batting pair for the Belfast Wolves side, and what a comeback in this partnership. 54 runs together from 33 balls in this 5th wicket stand, and it's the time for the captain of the Guardian side to bowl his start. In fact, he's into his 4th over now. Ashwin. What a wicket. Captain to captain. Goes towards square leg to take a single. Number 41st singles for the batting side. Wolves. But he's on fire. Look at that. Last 3 balls he gets 4, 6 and a 4. 14 rounds of his last 6 balls. Chapman on 47. And goes towards a long on to take a single. Glenn Maxwell also batting on 22. 22 from 19. Got a 6, no 4s as yet. 12 singles, 2 doubles, and 4 dots. And he will face the opposition captain. Push goes towards cover position to take one more run. Chapman 48. Good chance for him to get the first 50 for the Belfast Wolves here. It is a new season, new journey of the European T20 Premier League. Powerful cover drive, but this time finds the fielder straight away, so no chance, absolutely no chance to take any run. It was sweetly timed, but straight to the fielder. 25th dots. Two balls remaining for Ashwin. Can he take a wicket here? Good flight. And goes towards a deep mid wicket. Turning out to be a good over for the Guardians. Just 4 singles and 1 ball to go in this 15th. Last ball for Ashwin in this match. Onto the middle and leg stump. Flicks towards deep mid wicket. Single will be taken. That concludes the bowling spell for the captain of the Guardians. Ravichandran Ashwin gets 1 wicket from his 4 overs for 23. Down his part with the ball. And that's the 15th over done and dusted. 127 for 4. Captain Maxwell will be the man on strike. 24 from 21. No boundary for him as we speak. We have a bowling change. Bowling change for the Dublin Guardians. Chris Oates, man from England, to bowl his third. He was the man who got the first wicket for the Guardians. Should be a wide, very much wideish line outside that off stump, so that will be a wide. Good morning, says Gordon Dixon. Good morning to you, Gordon.
Super.
How are you doing tonight? I think that's a morning for you. Onto the leg stump this time. Goes towards deep mid wicket. Just will be a single. Now Chapman back on strike. He's on 49. 49 from just 29 balls with 5 fours and 2 sixes. This will be his first 50. First 50 for Belfast Wolves as well. Only the maiden season of this ETPL. And his second match as well. Pulled away, and that should be at least a single. Chapman, he gets his well-deserved 50. 50 from 30 balls, going with more than a 160 strike it. 2 sixes, 5 fours, 1 double, 16 singles with the 6 dots. That job is not done yet, because they should go for a big total. 130 on the card. We're into the last 5 overs of this first innings. Captain on strike now. 25 for him. He goes for a big one. Down to 1-0. This is what he can do. Glenn Maxwell. Despite of not having a force, he goes for a maximum number second 6 for Maxi. Come on, 90 meters. It will be a 6 in any part of the world, that's for sure. Full toss over the extra cover. Will be a 4. Now things are getting very good enough for the Belfast Wolves. Captain takes the responsibility on his shoulder. And he's on fire. Six. Followed by a 4, 10 from the last 2. $35 now from 24 balls for Glenn Maxwell. Changing the fielding position. Almost 150 strike rate for this man. Pressure on Chris Oates. One more. This is even bigger, I think. New ball, please. He's enjoying his time right now. Yes, Maxi always enjoys the pace on the ball, and that is a wonderful flick. into the slot. And finds the middle of the bat. Sweet timing, sweet sound. Yes, we have lost the last ball, I think. So one more bit delay because of that last ball. So we need a new ball to continue. Look at the last 3 balls he faced. 6, 4, 6, 16 from the last 3 for Glenn Maxwell. What a player. Now into the 40s. Just have a look his performance. Only 1-4, but he has got 3 sixes. 3 sixes, 15 singles, 2 doubles and 1-4. Just 4 dots. That's really good. More than 160 strike it. Now a bit fuller length. Goes towards cover. Missed good timing. But it's a wonderful over for the Belfast Wolves. They got to 20 runs from the 3rd over of Chris Green. Chris Wood, in fact, 147 for 4 up to 16th. There we go. First blue line for the Wolves here. Good to see they're just starting to get some big offers in this last phase of this first innings. Still, it's not done yet. 4 offers to be bowled in this first innings. On 147 on the card. 147 for 4. Now the run rate is more than 9. 9.2. And what a partnership this is turning out to be. 79 runs from 45 balls. Pressure back on the Guardians. And it's time for Matt Hollard. Short stuff. It miscued. Will get just a single, maybe a leg by. Waiting for the confirmation. It is maiden 50 in this maiden journey for Mark Chapman in ETPL. 50 from 30 balls, 5 fours and 2 sixes. Well supported by his captain as well. Leg by is singled, the last one. Going for a scoop shot, and he has also missed out. This time no run. Look at the timeline. They got some 4s and 6s in the last 3 overs. That's good comeback by the old side. 1, 2, 3 4s and 3 6s in the last 3. Matt Hollard yet to concede his run here from the bat. 1 leg by single and no run from the bat yet in this over. Short third and short fine leg in place. And that is why he has played that scoop shot. This time has connected well. Connected for a boundary. Welcome boundary for Mark Chapman. Number 15th boundary for the outside. He has played that very much finer. Absolutely no chance for the short fine leg fielder to get closer. That's also the first run from the bat in this over. Going towards his leg stump line. Goes for a cut shot, but straight to the hand of the deep cover fielder. Muhammad Waseem takes the catch. And it's a huge breakthrough for the Guardian side. Matt Hollard gets his first one. And after getting a 50 in this match, Chapman goes down on 54. 54 from 33 balls. Good knock from this man. 2 sixes, 6 fours, 1 double and 16 singles with 8 dots. 152 for 5 as we speak. The all-rounder from England trans in at number 7th position. Chris Jordan, in fact, sorry about that. Two balls to go in this over. Straight away, he's off the mark. Goes towards the mid-off. Last ball of the 17th. Maxwell on strike, 42 now from 27 balls, more than 155. Strike rate for the captain of Wolves. Controlled pull shot towards the deep mid wicket. Will get a single. Successful finish with the ball in this match for Matt Hollard. Gets the wicket of Mark Chapman and considered 7 runs, including that leg by in that last over. 1 for 36 for this man. 154 for 5. George Dockrell to bowl the next over. Punches down the ground. Goes towards deep extra cover. Single for Maxi. Just about 3 overs to go, including this over. And exactly 17 more balls to deal with for the Wolves. Jordan, the newcomer, on strike. He wanted to flick that ball to his leg side to take a single and give the strike back to his captain, but missed out this time. 89 Ks from Dockrell. Flight at Delphi. Cover drive. They're trying to take a quick single. Very good running. And more importantly, he has given the strike back to his captain. Just 2 singles from first 3 balls of this 18th. Can Maxi find a 6 here or a 4? It should be a wide, very much wideish line outside that off-stump confirmation. That's only the 5th rounds from the extras. Slot sweep was tried. Chase for the fielder, misfield. Luckily, he has saved that before reaching the boundary line, and they have taken 2. 46 now for Maxi. 46 from 30. Striker now 153 for Glenn Maxwell. He goes for a big one. Has he connected well? No, he hasn't. But it's also a drop chance. One more time they have taken two. Daryl Mitchell, the man who was looking for a catch at the widest long on. He has just got the hand to that. Was never in a good position to take that. On paper it's a drop shot, but it wasn't an easy chance to take. 8 runs from the 18th over, 162 for 5. And Maxwell now on 49 and on strike as well.
Super.
Josh Little will bowl the 19th over into his final over as well. 2 wickets for this man. Maxwell on strike on 49. Has checked his shot, widest line outside that off stump. No shot was played by him. 160 for Wolves. 18 runs in the last 11 balls means they will go to 180. The chances there for the Wolves to get past 180, maybe even more. One-handed shot over the shot, fine, and will go for a 4. In fact, it has gone for a distance 6. Not that much biggest boundary out there. And he has just gone over the line. What a way to get his maiden 50 in this maiden journey of ETPL 2026. 55 from 34 balls with 4 sixes, just 1 4, and 40 overs and 19 singles. Good to see that he has got 44% runs from sixes and 35% from singles. What line going over the point, but there's also a man at the deep. Dockrell will cut that off, just will be a single. 169 now. So chances there to get to 190, maybe 21 runs to get to 190 from the last 15 balls. That is very much possible. Chris Jordan also can hit the big boundaries. Don't forget about that man from England. Just has joined in that last over. Second last over, in fact. 7 from the first 3. Jordan on strike. Jordan goes for a powerful pull shot, and Jordan finds enough bat and goes for a maximum. This is turning out to be a wonderful finish for Belfast Wolves. Just at the right time. They're having some wonderful sixer. 77 meter 6. First one for Jordan. 2 sixes in this over. 175 on the card now. Still a couple of balls to finish the 19th. Slower bouncer. Did well there. Little has defeated the batter. Just about 110 K is the last one. Good slower delivery. 15 to get to 190, 25 to get to 200, and we have the 7 balls remaining here in this first innings. Last ball of this over. Wide line goes towards long on. Chase for the fielder. Will they come back with a couple of runs? No, they won't. 14 runs from the final over of this man. Josh Little has completed his job with the ball, 2 for 42. And Maxwell is not happy with something, just having a discussion with the umpire. Just not happy with something. Umpire is just checking, I think. I'm not quite sure what is going on. He's not happy, but umpire says that's fine. So 40 runs from the 19th over, 176 for 5 for the Wolves here. Chris Wood will bowl the final over of this first innings. And it will be Chris Jordan on strike. There's some good overs in this final stage. Last over. That is a wide. Number 6 rounds from the extras. Don't forget Chris Wood was the first man who took the first wicket for the Guardians here with the ball. Took the wicket of Tim Tector. Should be another wide. Missed out by the keeper as well. They will take a single. Chris Jordan is asking the umpire to give that a wide. Umpire says there's a ball only, no wide. What's going on? Bit harsh decision, I think, from the on-field umpire. Could have been a wide, I think. 178 on the card. 5 balls to go. Reverse scoop is tried, and he has missed out that. And Maxwell still will have 4 more balls to deal with. What a knock by this man. 56 from 36. 4 sixes, just 1 4. Goes straighter and connected wonderfully. That's why he wanted the strike. $180 up.
Super.
For the old side. They are giving a 162, 182 in fact. 7 sixes. So that should be a 4. Okay. Taken by the short third. There is something around a boundary here. I think as you speak, there is a problem.
Super.
Anyway, good job done. Good job done by the skipper. 60 from 38 balls. Now going back to the pavilion. Yes, that was a 4, not 6. With 2 balls to go, the Wolves have got a new batter to come. 182 for 6. Mark Adair, the next man to join in at number 8. Second wicket for Chris Wood. Right, 2 balls to finish this first innings. 180 up already for the Wolves side. Full toss outside that off-stump line, goes towards deep extra cover. Wonderful stop at the boundary line. They're going for a couple of runs. 2 more runs for the Wolves with the ball to come here. Last ball of this over, of this first innings. Hitting on the up. And finds the hand of the fielder at the tip extra cover. That was Harry Tector who took the catch. And that is the second wicket in this over to lose for the Wolves. Third wicket for Chris Wood. Just 8 runs and 2 wickets in that final over for Belfast Wolves. They got 184 for 7 from their 20 overs. Stirling got 31. That was a good start by this right-hander. Got 6 fours. Tim Tector just 12 from 7. He was the first man to get out. Conway was struggling from the very first ball. 9 from 12 balls, has played 4 dots. No 4 or 86 for him. Tucker goes back for first ball. Doug, that stage, Little was on a hat-trick. And that's some wonderful partnership between Chapman and Maxwell. Chapman got a 50. Maxwell also got a 50. They got 84 runs together in that 5th wicket partnership. And after losing the wicket of Mark Chapman, Maxwell gets 60 from 38 balls only with 4 sixes and 2 fours. Jordan not out on 9-2 for Mark Adair, and he was a final man to get out. So 184 for 7, the final score. Three for Chris Wood, 2 wickets for Josh Little, 1 for Matt Hollard, and 1 for the captain Ravichandran Ashwin. No wicket for George Dockrell. 5 bowlers are used by the captain Ashwin. That's the first innings done and dusted in this match number 2. And for the Dublin Guardians, if they want to win this one, they will need to get to 185. That's the target for the Guardians from the 20 overs. 9.3 will be the required rate. And here's for the old side, they need to restrict the opposition within 183 or need to take the 10 wickets of the Guardians to win this one. First match for both the sides and only the second match of this European T20 Premier League. 6 teams are playing in this tournament, and we have seen Rotterdam Dockers to win their first one against Amsterdam Flames. And 3 teams will play into the playoffs. First team will play straight into the final. Second and the third team will play against each other to get their spot into the final as well. That is how the tournament is designed. Every team will play twice against each other. That means 10 matches in the league stages for each and every team. That's the first season of European T20 Premier League. Right, time for me to have a break. We'll join with you after the break. Live will be there, but he will not receive any signal from my side as the second innings will start. Hopefully we'll join with you on time. Welcome back. Welcome back to this run chase. Players are getting ready for this second innings. And we have seen some wonderful 50s from Belfast Wolves, especially from the captain, leading run scorer in that first inning. 60 for Glenn Maxwell from 38 balls, 2 fours, 4 sixes, just 8 dots. And Chapman also got a 50, 54 from 33 with 6 fours and 2 sixes with 8 dots as well. And Stirling in that opening pair got 31, so that's 3 innings. Give the Belfast Wolves a good chance to get past 180. 184 for 7. What is the first innings achievement for the Wolves from the 20 overs? 7 runs from the extras, 9.2 the run rate. And we have seen the first 3 for in this tournament. That is from Chris Hoot. 2 wickets for Little, and 1 for the captain Ashwin, and 1 for Matt Hollard. As we speak, openers from the Guardians just have joined in the middle. Harry Tector to open the batting. 26 years of age, man from Ireland. Right-handed batter, and his partner is the man from UAE, Mohammad Waseem, 32 years of age, and the right-hander. And so countdown is begun. First ball of this run chase. Kicked on strike, 1 slip is placed. Obit inside edge. No chance for run. .185 the target for the Guardians from the 20 overs. First match for both the sides. It was Guardians who owned the toss, decided to field, and a wonderful finish with the bat, I will say, from the Wolves. They got 184. Tector on strike. There's one man at the slip cordon. He's standing at the third slip position. Oh, inside edge and into the stump. Perfect start for Adair. Harry Tector got an inside edge in the first ball. That time he was lucky. This time hitting to his leg stump on his boots, then to the leg stump. So a bit unlucky way to get out. But it's the first success for the old second ball dark for this man. None for 1. The Guardians. Early call for this man, Sanjay Krishnamurthi, to join in at number 3. Man from his. Success in his very first over for Adair. First match for both the sides. Just 1 match has been played in this maiden ETPL league. Rotterdam Dockers have won their first match against the Flames, sitting at the top now. Oh, that's a wonderful outswing. Lovely delivery. Asking the batter to play on his front foot. That is the right channel to bowl. 129 Ks from the Adair. Impressive start by this right arm seamer. Good morning, DRB. How are you? I'm fine. Working, says Hampton. Morning to you, Hampton. I'm also doing fine. How are you? Okay, you're fine. Says that. Wonderfully stopped. Flying a 10 from the fielder at the point. Just a single. Mark Chapman on his left has stopped a certain boundary. But that's the first run for Sanjay off the mark, and also the first run for the Guardians. Good start, impressive start with the ball by the Wolves. Still, they got once the whistle placed. Missed out by the Copperfield. Chase for the mid-off. Should be cut off. As the captain, and Maxwell has saved that. Couple of runs off the mark from the first ball. Mohammad Waseem. Trying to watch England versus Pakistan. Abbas has 2 wickets. It's England 26 for 2. It was a delayed start and in that match. That's why we have started this match. Rain affected. Also, this was a delayed start. 30 minutes delayed. But that match was delayed, I think, 1 hour and 20 minutes. So had to wait for a long time for that match to cover. Half-footed uphill going down the leg side. They will take a single. And good backup. That should be a leg by. 4 runs and a wicket in that first over to lose for the Guardians. 4 for 1. Mr. Broadcaster. Yes, I waited for almost 80 minutes. That's a long wait. That toss was happening. I think that was 75-minute delayed toss timed. Then they got the start. So that's why we started this match. Saurabh Netravalkar to ball his first one. Just has finished his job in CPL. In the middle of the CPL, has joined this tournament. Waseem on strike. 2 from 2 balls for this right-hander. Pushes towards the offside. No chance for run. I see a Sri Lankan batsman. Okay, we'll talk about that, but umpire says the last ball was a no ball, front-footed no ball, so that means that it will be a free hit chance for Mohammad Waseem to capitalize. Front-footed no ball to start here for Netravalkar. Chance for Waseem to get his first 4 boundary here. Fuller missed out. Very good comeback from the free hit delivery. Okay, I see a Sri Lankan batsman had a century in each innings versus India drawn match. Was it Sonal Dinusa or anyone else? Yes, it was Sonal Dinusa who got 100 in both innings. Good for Sri Lanka. Drawn the match against India. Victor selects side. This time they will get a run. Sanjay on strike. Bit upish. But will land it safely. Goes towards Div Thalman to take a single. Plenty of support for the Wolves here. 69% of our viewers, they're supporting the Wolves. Just 31% supporting the Guardians. Some good names for the Guardians as well in this match. They got the captain Ashwin from India, Waseem from UAE, Sanjay Krishnamurthi from US, Daryl Mitchell from New Zealand, Vijay Shankar from India as well, and Chris Hood from England. These are the foreign players for them. And from the local Ireland, Scotland or Netherlands, they got Harry Tector, Ben Calitz, Josh Dockrell, Josh Little and Matt Hollard. Hope Pakistan can win a game versus England, says Hampton. Yes, they will try their best. That will be some achievement for Pakistan if they can win this test match. Wonderful shot. Hitting on the up over the mid-on. And no question about that, because it's going there for many a mile over that long on boundary. First maximum for Mohammad Waseem. Yes, he can hit the big sixes. We all know that. Was the captain for UAE. That was 81 meters 6. First one for the Guardians. Onto the middle and off stump, has gone past the bowler. They have taken a quick single. That is, in fact, it's hitting the non-striking end. What have you done? Seriously. Totally unnecessary. In fact, it was the mid-outfielder who has hit the stump. Impressive fielding. But that is poor running from this man. Just after getting a 6. Totally unnecessary risky single to take. Goes down for 9. 9 from 8 balls for Mohammad Waseem in this match. 13 for 2. Experienced and exciting all-rounder from New Zealand to join in at number 4, Daryl Mitchell. (35 years of age). So 2 wickets already down for the Guardians. Mitchell will be the man on strike to face his first ball. Hitting on the up, going over the cover fielder. Chase for the captain, and he has done a good job. Couple of runs off the mark straight away from the first ball. Two runs from his first ball for Daryl Mitchell, 2 for Sanjay from 3 balls. Both the openers are back to the heart for the Guardians. Tector, second ball dark, 9 for Waseem from 8 balls. Pushes towards deep third man to take a single. Record run rate now 9.6. 3 runs from 2 balls here. Inside edge. No damage done this time. They will get a lucky boundary. Sanjay Krishnamurthi will get a lucky boundary. First run for him. And first run for the Guardians as well. Seven from the first three. There is one slip is in place for this right-hander now. Defensive push. Two balls to go in this start. Going down the leg side, half-footed appeal. Umpire says not out. And I think that's a good decision. Will they go for the review or not? I don't think so. It's a low review from the Wolves. There's a dot ball. Oh. Elsa will have given that single. Come on. I was right. That was a single. Come on. What's going on? 3 times I've given that. That's given from the bat. Played and miscued by Daryl Mitchell. 8 runs were coming from the third over. 21 for 2 for the Guardians. There's a match summary. 184 for 7 for the Belfast Wolves from the 20 overs. 250s we have seen. Don't forget they have been invited with the bat by the captain of Dublin Guardians, Ashwin. And in reply, the Guardians struggling to get going. 21 for 2. Both the openers are back. Wicket for Mark Adair and they run out as well. Bowling change. Fred Klaassen, left arm medium seamer, 33 years of age. Wonderful shot into the slot, and Sanjay has punished that. For 6. Good morning, sir, says Williams. Morning to you, Williams. How are you today? That was into the slot. Wonderfully picked by Sanjay. Going over the line, not for the biggest of the night, but still enough. Second 6 for the Guardians. 2 6s, 1 4. The problem is they have lost 2 wickets already within the power play, the Guardians. Going over the middle, but straight to the hand. More trouble for the Guardians as Fred Klaassen has struck. Simple chance for the captain at the mid-off to take, and Maxwell didn't make any mistake. Safest pair of hands, and has taken the catch. Sanjay Krishnamurthi goes down after making 13 from 8 balls. 1 4, 1 6, 3 singles and 3 dots. 27 for 3. I'm fine, says Williams. Okay, that's nice to know. No. Vijay Shankar, the next man from India to join in at number 5 for the Guardians. Success in his first over, Klaassen. But my Tector lost last night. I hope Tector bounce back in their next game, says Williams. As Tector having a trouble situation for them, pressure time for them. 3 losses in a row, so that means they are having a very tough time. The defending champion just not having that much good start here. Just 1 win and 3 losses. Yes, they need to bounce back quick time in the next matches. 4 matches done and dusted for Tector. Same for the Patriots, if I'm not wrong. Onto the middle lob stump. Finds the fielder. Back-footed defensive push goes towards the bowler. 124 Ks only from Klaassen. Six to start this 4th over, then a wicket. No run as yet after that first ball maximum. Bit upish, but has gone past the mid-on fielder. And Krishnamurthi did well. Stops the certain boundary. But it's a wonderful bowling change from the captain, Maxwell. And Fred Klaassen from his very first over has taken his first wicket in this match for himself. 29 for 3 after 4th. Three top order batters are back for the Guardians already. Tector, second ball dug. Waseem 9. And the last one is Sanjay, 13 from 8 balls. All of them are back to the hunt. Now it's time for Daryl Mitchell to put a show with the bat. Experienced all-rounder from New Zealand. Yes, then they still have Ben Calitz, the wicketkeeper batter. Dockrell, the all-rounder, and the captain, Ashwin, can bat as well. 3 overs in a row. Huge appeal. Could be gone. Huge blow. And straight away, they have decided to take the review. Was there any bat involved or not? That's the main issue. On-field decision was out. Naked eye, it looked like plumb in front. Hitting on his back leg. Just about that thigh, but he was also bending in front. So height could be a factor here. There's the outrage. And it says nothing from the bat, flat line. So waiting for that ball tracker, pitching outside off, impacting line, wicket is umpire's call. So he has to go back. That's a huge wicket to lose for the Guardians. Within the power play, they have lost 4 wickets already. Under some serious pressure now, the Dublin Guardians 29 for 4. Ben Calitz is the next man to join in at number 6. And the man from Ireland. Second wicket for Adair, bowling his 3rd over in a row. 2 for 11. There's a wonderful bowling figure Still he will get one more over after this. 11 more balls to bowl for him in this match. Already 2 for 11. Look at that economy, 5.1. That's also impressive. And Calitz on strike. Now there's the one slip is in place. Trying to get past that shot, finds the fielder. Shankar on strike. Pushes towards point. Half stop by Mark Chapman. And no chance for run. Just about 129 Ks from Mark Adair. It was when Calitz on strike. Vijay Shankar. Two balls to go in this 5th over. Still no run in this over. Wonderful over from Mark Adair. Run rate is just 6.2. They need more than 10 runs of an over to win from here. 156 from 92. And with 6 wickets in hand, looking really tough for the Guardians. Wonderful looking cover drive. One-handed cover drive, to be honest, from Ben Calitz. And it will be cut off by Chris Jordan at the deep cover. They will take 2. Off the mark. First run in this over. With the batters now on 2 from 4 balls. Vijay Shankar and Ben Calitz. 31 for 4. Still we have 7 balls to finish their power play. It's a wonderful power play for the Wolves. Short ball pulled away. There is a deep square leg is in place, so just will be a single. Wonderful third over from Mark Adair. Just 3 runs from his third over and a wicket for him. 2 for 14 for Mark Adair. Still 1 over to go. 32 for 4 after 5th. Top 4 batters already back to the pavilion. And the last one, that was a huge miss for the Guardians. Daryl Mitchell, just 3 for him. There's a huge wicket for Mark Adair to take. Bowling change from the side. Saurabh Netravalkar will replace Klaassen. Consider 9 runs in his first over. Bit fuller. Serious pressure for the Guardians. They're just having some tough time to get some rounds with the bat. Only 32 on the card, but they got 4 wickets down. Record rate 10.3, and the current run rate is only 6.2. At the same time, the Wolves, they were on 48 for 2, and the Guardians now, yes, they're 16 runs behind, also have lost 2 extra wickets, 32 for 4. That's a side-by-side comparison after 5 overs and 2 balls. After the off stump, goes towards leg side. Slight hesitation and a misfield as well. They will take 2. Next 3 matches in this European T20 Premier League. Edinburgh Castle Rockers will take on Glasgow Cosmic. That will start after this match. And tomorrow it will be Amsterdam Flames to take on Edinburgh Castle Rockers. That is a match number 4. And the match number 5 will be played between the Cosmic and the Guardians Apish. But didn't carry. Just 2 from 4 balls. Last over of the power play is going on. Fuller finds the mid on. They're just not getting any boundaries here. The Guardians, hardly there is any boundaries in the last few overs. 2 sixes and a 4 so far within the power play. That's the timeline. Just have a look. They got a 6 in the 4th over, starting up that 4th over. After that, just dots and singles and doubles. Good comeback by the Wolves. Couple of wickets in the last 16 balls. Last ball of the power play. And it's a dot ball to finish. Wonderful power play for the Wolves. And the Guardians are definitely struggling. 34 for 4 after the power play. Good news, Abbas got another wicket. England 40 for 3. Southampton. Okay, that's an impressive start by Pakistan. Who won the toss? Pakistan or the English side? Pakistan on the toss decided to field, okay? Not the date. So for Pakistan, that's a good toss to win. It was a rain-affected day number 1. It's a good toss to win for Pakistan. I took the Belfast Wolves, and right now they are on top. They're on top to win this one. Time for bowling change. Chris Jordan to bowl his first run. Right arm fast seamer, man from England. Oh, inside edge. Very lucky. Gone past that off stump. 136 Ks. 135 for 0.5. I will take 5 to 10 minutes of break after this over. Quick break for me. You will not receive any update, but after that break I will come back in real quick time. Hopefully then you give that update. Goes towards a square leg, just a single. Exactly 150 to win from 82 balls. 11 runs per over, the required rate. So it's getting higher and higher, the required rate. They're hardly getting any boundaries. When was the last 6? Like to see that. 19 balls since the last 6. And yes, 19 balls or even more when they got their last 4. Good looking cover drive. Fielder is there. Going for a big shot. That is wonderful in swing. Just over that off stump line. One more dot ball. What about that dot ball counter? Let's see. And there you go. So for 25 dot balls played by the Guardians. Out of that 40 deliveries, 25 were the dots. That's a huge number. 63% dots played by the Guardians so far. 8 singles, only 5 twos, and 1 4 and 2 sixes. So they're struggling to get their runs. No easy run. Yet another dot. It's an edge, and this time has hit the timber. Chris Jordan has struck, and half of the Guardian sides are back to the pavilion, and here's the latest one to get back. Vijay, Shankar, only 3 from this man. And more trouble for the Guardian side. 36 for 5, and it's time for me to have some quick break for 5 to 10 minutes. You will not receive any update. We'll join with you in quick time, then we'll give that update. So give me some time. Just have a break. Josh Dockrell, the next man, just to give him that. Welcome back. One more wicket is down. Seriously. I'd like to cover that delay. It was Fred Klaassen with the ball. And straight away he has taken a wicket in that second delivery. BWvDG. So now it's time for the captain, Ravichandran Ashwin, to join in at number 8. And he gets a fine touch. Now he gets a boundary. So we have covered that delay. Thanks for waiting. Ashwin on strike, the captain. He's on 4 from 2 balls. Vidapish will go towards mid-on, trying to take a single. Direct hit could have been a wicket for the Wolves here. That was a risky run to take. "41 for 6. Really tough outing with the bat. Hardly there is any 4 and 6 for the Guardians. Yes, they got a 4 in that second last ball. That should be a wide. So 42 for 6. And now the captain to build up a partnership with George Dockrell. 2 new batters. Top 6 batters are out there in the pavilion. One more dot ball. Another successful over for the Wolves. 6 runs and a wicket in that last over for Fred Klaassen. 42 for 6 after 8. There's a bowling card. 2 wickets for Mark Adair, 2 for Fred Klaassen, 1 for Chris Jordan, and 1 from run out as well. Not a good start in this first match for Dublin Guardians. Don't forget it was their toss to win, decided to field, but Wolves, they got a good total with the bat. Bowling change. It's time for Matthew Humphreys to bowl his first run, left unorthodox. Only the 5th bowling option to use for the Wolves here. Good flight at delivery. Ashwin goes towards long off to take a single. Dockrell on strike. Covered right. Wonderfully stopped at the cover. It was sweetly timed, but the big man Paul Stirling has dived to his left to stop that run. Good fielding from the old side. That's a bit straighter and flatter from Humphreys. This time goes towards long on. That's the first run for Dockrell. Off the mark. On his back foot, punches towards long off to take a single. At the same stage, look at old scoreline. They were on 69 for 4. Guardians, they're struggling big time, 45 for 6. Now just looking for a damage control here, the Guardians. Doesn't look like they're going to win this one, or even trying.
Super.
Good morning, Mr. Commentator says. Davis, morning to you, Davis. Hopefully you're fine. Goes towards shot, fine, misunderstanding. Poor throw. That could have been another wicket, but Conway has thrown the ball very much wideish to that non-striking end. Could have been another wicket to take for the Wolves here. Clear misunderstanding. Josh Dockrell going almost more than half a stage in that pitch, but the poor throw from Conway saves the day for him, at least for now. 46 for 6 after 9th. Hardly there is any boundaries for the Guardians. Look at that comparison. Wolves got 10 fours, no 6 after 9 overs, and the Guardians got 2 fours only with 2 sixes. That's the 4s and 6s comparison side by side after 9 overs for both the teams. Chris Jordan to get back into his second over. Straight away a single will be taken. Was just long on. They haven't taken a single? Seriously? This is the dot. Now they have taken a single. 137 from 63 to win. Exactly 13 the required rate. And it's getting higher and higher. Just 4 wickets to do so. And Guardians just not getting any easy run, even a single. Flicked wonderfully. That's some wonderful timing from George Dockrell. It was a bit back of a length from Chris Jordan, going towards his hip, and wonderfully played on his back foot. There was a man at the deep backward square leg, but it was going over that fielder. Not that much biggest of the night, but 6 to 3 meters will do. Rising smile for Chris Jordan as well. Second to third 6 for Guardians. Brings up the 50 for them. Onto his back foot, goes towards deep third man. Gets a single. One ball to finish the 10th over. Hitting on the up. Ashwin joins the party. Finally a good over for the Guardians. They got a 6 in this over and a 4 to finish this 10th over.
Super.
Yes, 59 for 6 after 10th. The Guardians. Certainly from the last over, one of the best over for the Guardians. And yes, it's the best over, that's the confirmation. First green line for the Guardians in this match. And they had to wait for 10 overs to get that. Matthew Humphreys to continue into his second over. Powerful shot from George Dockrell. Wonderfully stopped at the deep mid wicket. One bounce to the field. Saves the certain 4. Only a single. Ashwin gets a 4 in the last over. Now fires the ball. No chance for a run. That's how they have scored their runs over 17 singles, 5 doubles, 3 fours and 3 sixes, 35 dot balls as well. That's the performance details or score analysis for the Guardians. Bit fuller. Fires the mid on. Bit pacey stuff. Last one was near about 100 Ks from Humphreys. Good looking cover try. And there's also protection. Just will be a single for the Guardians. Bit straighter and bit flatter. Has gone past the bowler. Will go towards the long on. One more single. 99 Ks this time. Goes towards shot, fine. Misunderstanding, but no damage. Only 3 runs, 3 singles from the level, 62 for 6. Wonderful outing with the bat first for Belfast Wolves. They got a couple of 50s during their batting innings. One from Chapman and the best one from the skipper. 60 for Maxwell. Ball change for Klaassen to replace Jordan. Single from the first ball. 2 wickets for 15. That's a wonderful spell for Klaassen. Ashwin on 13 from 13 balls. Dockrell on 13 as well from 10. Partition between these two now 27 from 23. Goes towards a deep mid wicket. Only for a single. Number 21st singles for the Guardians side to take in this match. Next match that is coming today at 1:15 p.m. GMT time. Edinburgh Castle Rockers will play their first match against Glasgow Cosmic. That is the match number 3 of this European T20 Premier League. Cover drive, but straight to the hand of that cover fielder. It was sweetly timed, but not for run. Two balls to go in this 12th over. 120 from 50 to win. Almost 14.5 runs per over to win from here. It's a good game for Belfast Wolves to win this one. Yes, 185 is the target for the Guardians. And they lost too many wickets within the power play, which is just putting some extra pressure on the Guardians side. Same stage, also on 94 for 4. And look at Guardians 66 for 6. Goes towards long on, just will be a single. 5 singles from the 3rd over of Klaassen. 67 for 6 Guardians. Matthew Humphreys to ball the next over, wonderfully played on his back foot towards that deep cover position. Welcome boundary for the Guardians. That was the first 4 for George Dockrell. Good fly, but wonderfully hit by George Dockrell there. 19 now from 13 balls for this right-hander. Going with almost 150 strike rate. Tried to play that slog sweep, got some bottom part of the bat, finds that deep backward square leg fielder. Single is there to take. coming down the track and going away too high in the air and will be caught at the long on. One more wicket is down for the Guardians. It was Adair who took the catch at the long on. Time for the captain to get back to the pavilion. Ravichandran Ashwin gets it 15 from 17 balls. One more wicket is down. And just 3 wickets to take for the Wolves to confirm their victory. 72 for 7. Chris Wood to join in at number 9. Man from England. First wicket for Matthew Humphreys. Chris Jordan to ball his third over. Dockrell on strike 21. He goes for a big one. And I think he has connected well. It's a 6, number 4th for the Guardians. .27 now for George Dockrell. That's his second 6. They need more of 6s and boundaries to get closer to the target, as that required rate is going over 15. 80 only on the card. They need 105 from 41. So almost an unachievable target to chase down now at this point for the Guardians. They need something special, something magical, which is almost near to impossible. Shot of length, miscued shot. Just look at that comparison. That will tell the story. At the same stage, Wolves were on 107 for 4. And look at Guardians. They're 27 runs short, 80 for 7. That's the big problem. Wickets in hand may give them a good chance, better chance at least. But they got just 3 wickets in hand. Not that much powerful hitter to come. And the George Dockrell is the last hope for them. Foster's leg side will take a single. "28 singles for the Guardians, including the last one. "28 singles, 5 doubles, 4 fours and 4 sixes. That is how they have scored their runs in this run chase. The Dublin Guardians, 41 dots as well. Out of the off-stump, it missed, good shot. Finds the mid-wicket fielder. Yes, it's the maiden journey of this European T20 Premier League. 6 teams are playing. Only the second match of this tournament. One more dot. Krishnamurthi got a wicket for Matthew Humphreys. I believe every single bowler for the Wolves, they have got a single wicket at least. We'll check out that after this ball. Goes towards cover and has misfield. A rare misfield from Belfast Wolves. That cost them a boundary to concede. 11 from this over is 85 for 7.
Super.
As the Saurabh Netravalkar hasn't taken a wicket yet. 2 wickets for Mark Adair, 2 for Klaassen, 1 for Krishnamurthi and 1 for Matthew Humphreys. Last over. It's good over for Dublin Guardians. Still not good enough because they need more than 6, almost 17 runs of an over. As I said earlier, near to impossible run chase now for the Guardians. Final over for Matthew Humphreys. 1 for 14. 28 for Dockrell from 18 balls with 2 sixes and a 4. He's going with more than 150 strike it. Big shot of stride. And finds the fielder at the deep mid wicket. 1 bounce to him. Run rate is only 6.1. And now the required rate is going to 17 runs of an over. Good flight at Delphi. Has gone past the cover fielder. That was a bit uppish. They will take a single. Powerful shot, but the bowler did well, got some hand to that. Yes, it was a chance for caught and bowled, but that was tough. It was struck with some extra power by George Dockrell. And Matthew Humphreys got some hand to that to stop that ball. Stops a certain run. But on paper, that's a drop chance. Going for a big shot. This time he has found enough wood to go for a maximum. One more powerful strike from this right-hander George Dockrell.
Super.
Bit wideish line from Humphreys, but doesn't matter. It was 87 meter 6. Could be a wide. It is a wide. Fourth runs from the extras. Another powerful strike, and this time finds the fielder at the deep mid wicket. Last love for Matthew Humphreys as he gets his second wicket. Dockrell tried to get another 6 for his team. Goes down the top performer for the Dublin Guardians. Now getting back to the heart. 35 for this man from 22 with the 4 and 3 sixes and 13 singles with 5 dots as well. But that is simply not enough for the Guardians to get closer to that target. 94 for 8. Josh Little, the next man, in at number 10. One last ball remaining for Matthew Humphreys. Reverse sweeper strike. And it's a dot ball to finish. There's also the finish for Matthew Humphreys in this match with the ball 2 for 23 by the Irishman. Did a good job with the ball for his team Belfast Wolves. 94 for 8, the Guardians. All the big names are back to the hut. Harry Tector, Waseem, Daryl Mitchell, George Dockrell, the last one. Only 5 overs to wait, or 2 wickets to take for Wolves to seal the deal here. Saurabh Netravalkar now will get a chance to take his first wicket. No wicket yet for this left-arm medium seamer. He's coming from around the wicket onto the middle off stump, goes towards the wideish long on. Single is there to take. Look at that match summary. Wonderful 50s. 2 50s in the first innings. One from Mark Chapman, the left-hander, followed by the captain and Maxwell. 60 from 38 balls. Led from the front. That is some good finish with the bat from the captain, or from the outside. 184 for 7. But not a good start with the bat. They kept on losing wickets in this run chase. The Guardians. Oh, missed out the straighter ball. And finally he gets his first wicket. Saurabh Netravalkar hitting to the leg stump of Josh Little. Third ball dark for this man. And wicket number 9 is down for the Guardians. 95 for 9. Matt Hollard, the next man, will join here. So just one wicket to finish it off for the old side. Could be the last over of this match. Wanted to flick that ball, hitting to his pads. 126 Ks. So everyone in that bowling side, in that bowling shard, has taken a wicket. At least 2 for Adair, Klaassen and Humphreys, and 1 wicket for Chris Jordan, and now for Saurabh Netravalkar. So everyone has got a success at least. Punches down the ground towards the long on to take his first run off the mark. Hollard. That run is too small to chase down. They need more runs. They will lose this game, says Williams. Goes towards that deep extra cover. And wonderfully stopped. They've taken a couple of runs. Matthew Humphreys, the man who saved the certain boundary at the deep extra cover. 16 overs done and dusted. And there's a 98 for 9. Mark Adair to bowl next over straight away. Signal has been taken. Good bouncer, well directed bouncer. Batting is very poor. They need at least 160 or most. They're chasing this match, so they're just about to lose, the Guardians. This is the second innings. Slow ball, and did well. One bounce into the fence. 100 out for the Guardians. 103 for 9. Just one wicket to take for the Wolves here. Powerful shot down the ground, and one more time he will get a boundary. Chris Wood. Consecutive boundaries, but way too late.
Super.
Scoop shot, reverse scoop, and did well to go over the short third, although it will be cut off. They will take 2. 11 runs from this over with the ball to go. 109 on the card. Last ball of this 17th. Goes towards leg side, will take a single. Good over for the Guardians, but way too late for them to get that. 109 for 9 after 17th. The Wolves at the same stage, they were on 154 for 5. And the Guardians 109 for 9. There's the side-by-side comparison. Fred Klaassen into his final over. 2 for 19 for this man. Can he take the final wicket of this Guardian side? Pulled away. Mark would take a single in that last ball. That will race to the fence. More boundaries for Guardians. Some late firework from this 2-man. This time very lucky. Inside edge has gone past the keeper and into the fence.
Super.
Lucky boundary for Matt Hollard. Going towards the Whitish long on. This time will take a single. 76 to win. They can't make that too much runs, says Williams. Yep. They're just getting closer to the total. Don't forget the net run rate could be an issue at the later part of this tournament. So yes, big defeat here may cause them even more. We'll take a single. There's a leg by. Yes, a poll is here. If you guys want me to cover that second test match between England versus Pakistan, the second session will start within, I think, 25 minutes or so. If you guys want me to cover from that second session, you can take that poll to yes, or if you do not want me to cover that, you can take that to no. There's a poll given. Still not quite sure if we go for that match or not. 8 runs from the 18th, 118 for 9. Next two teams are waiting and at the middle. In fact, just outside that boundary line. The Rockers will take on Cosmic, first match for both the sides as well. That is coming up after this match. Match number 3 of this European T20 Premier League. Chris Jordan to replace Mark Adair, who has starting spot with the ball. Now Jordan will bowl his final over. With inside part of the bat, should take a single, goes towards a deep backward square leg. Eleven balls to go in this first innings. Good to see they were just getting through the 20 overs. They got 24 runs in his final wicket stand, so that's good. At least a fight back. At least a fight back, I would say. They're very much keen to play through the 20 overs. That's a good temperament, even in T20s. Block hole delivery, well played at the end, and they haven't taken a single, so dot ball there. More than 21 from 17, 9 for Hollard from 8 balls. Just 9 balls to go. Low full toss and goes to a steep mid wicket. Should be just a single. Last, in fact, 2 balls to go in this 19th, 120 off for the Guardians. 120 for 9. Hollard on strike now. Tried to bowl that block hole delivery, missed out his lane there. Not bad much. Will get a single. 1 last ball remaining for Chris Jordan here. Here comes Jordan. Final ball of this 19th. Final ball for him as well. Low full toss. Finds the Paul Sterling. Direct hit should have been the final wicket. No direct hit from Sterling. And that's a single to finish. And that's also the finish for this man, Chris Jordan. 1 for 30. His bowling figure. $122 for 9. Saurabh Netravalkar will bowl the final over of this match. Starts with a dot ball. Second best scorer, I believe, in this run chase for the Guardians. That is Chris Wood. George Dockrell got 35, and Chris Wood, the 10th batter, number 10th batter, gets 23. So many single-digit mark in that top order, which is definitely hurting for the Guardians in this run chase. Goes towards offside to take a single. But it's a bit kind of good achievement for the Guardians. They lost their 9 wickets very much earlier. Now they're going with a good partnership in this last wicket stand. 28 runs from 23. One more run. They lost their 9th wicket at 15 overs and 3 balls. So from 15 overs and 3 balls, this is 19 overs and 3 balls. So 4 overs they are playing together. Leg by is signalled. Going down the leg side, missed out by the keeper. They will take a single. This could be a wide as well. I think it's given from the bat. Okay.
Super.
30 run stand. 30 run stand in this final wicket partnership. Seriously. Going for a big shot. It's going over the line. What a shot that is. This is now jointly the best partnership for the Guardians. 36 runs together in this final wicket stand. We have seen 36 runs partnership between Dockrell and the captain Ashwin. And this is the best partnership, jointly the best partnership, and coming in the final wicket stand. The full toss and going towards long off. Single. And that is it. Poor outing with the bat in this first match for Dublin Guardians. Second ball dug for Tector, 9 for Mohammad Waseem, 13 for Sanjay Krishnamurthi, and 3 for Daryl Mitchell, 3 for Vijay, Shankar, 6 for Calitz, and that top 6 batters just couldn't get that much contribution with the bat. That is definitely hurting. 35 from Dockrell, 15 for captain, and Chris Wood, I think done a good job in the 10th position, 25 from 22. Third ball dug for Little, and Hollard not out on 17 from 12 balls. And good achievement, I will say. One stage it looked like they will be all out before 20 overs, but they have played their 20 overs. Yes, they have lost the game. At least they have added some good runs in that the final wicket stand, which is the best stand for them. 2 wickets for Adair, 2 for Klaassen, 2 for Humphreys, and 1 wicket for Netravalkar and for Chris Jordan. Yes, the best partnership for the Dublin side coming in that final wicket stand. 37 runs from 27 balls between Hollard and Wood, and that's the final wicket stand. First match for Belfast Wolves and first match for the Dublin Guardians. But guess what? It's Belfast Wolves who have owned their first match in this match number 2. Big win for them. They have won this match by 52 runs. That's the match summary. 60 for Glenn Maxwell, 54 for Mark Chapman, and 31 from Paul Stirling. 3 good innings make it happen for the Wolves. They got 184 for 7 from their 20 overs. 3 for Chris Wood, 2 for Josh Little, 1 for Ravichandran Ashwin. And struggling run chase for the Dublin Guardians. 35 from Dockrell, top scorer for them, and 25 from Chris Wood. He remain not out. 2 wickets for Humphreys and for Adair, and 2 for Fred Klaassen. Yes, Wolves have on the match by 52 runs. Next game coming within a little time. Just after this match concluded, the match number 3 will be started. Edinburgh Castle Rockers will take on Glasgow Cosmic. And that is also their first match in this ETPL 2026. That's the points table after this huge win. Belfast Wolves sitting right at the top. Look at that net run at 2.6. Only the 1 match for him. And Rotterdam Dockers also have won their first match. So 2 matches. And Wolves and Dockers at the top. And Flames and Guardians have lost their first matches. And the next one, Cosmic and Rockers will take on each other. That's been said. And it's time to say goodbye for now. Thanks for having on time here on Craig Tune. And this is the time I like to say thank you and goodbye for now. Hopefully we'll be safe. See you soon. Later in a while, hopefully. Till then, have a nice time.
Goodbye.